to people who are paying those taxes and keep the expanded coverage in the same place. It's impossible. It's math.
And he also seemed to be saying that young people are going to want to be a part of it, even if they're healthy, because that is just I don't know, I guess a
I'm not sure
best case scenario?
I'm not entirely sure that's what he said. The central feature of all insurance is that you have to have a broad span of people who don't get sick, whose payments help defray the costs of people who do, whose payments don't cover the entirety of their coverage. If you are in a position where young people don't get insurance and you insist on having as broad a national market as possible with everybody in it, it can't work. So the whole question is, do you force young people to buy insurance? Do you bribe young people to get insurance? Do you tempt them to get insurance? And philosophically, what's interesting about what everybody is talking about here is that the conservative position on healthcare is that Obamacare was a problem, a philosophical problem, because in a society of liberty, adults should be free to make their own choices and take their own risks. If you don't want to buy an insurance policy because the $4,000 you would spend, you want to do with, you want to start a business, or you want to start a business, okay? You are, as a free person in a free society, a self-governing citizen, you have the right to take that risk, and that if you get hit by a car and have to go to the emergency room, you pay the bill. Obamacare said, no. Obamacare said you have to everybody has to have insurance or pay a fine, be punished if you don't go into the pool. And that was the philosophical objection to Obamacare, that it was an assertion of the right of government to force Americans to do something that they might or might not want to do. No Republican, from Trump to Ryan to Cassidy to anybody, is taking that line or making that argument. The fact that they are not gives a sense that a Rubicon has been crossed here, where Republicans are essentially signing on to the primary philosophical idea of Obamacare, which is that we should have national health insurance.
And now they're trying to figure out...
huge shift on the right. Huge.
Joy.
And bad, in my view.
Except that not everyone has made that. I mean, that's also the philosophical objection to seatbelt laws and auto insurance, right?
Not, but
no, but it is. It is because you're saying no, it is. As a free person, because I remember these arguments even when I was in high school. As a free person, if you don't want to wear a helmet when you're riding on your motorcycle, the government should not be able to mandate and force you to put one on. Or if you buy a car, you have to have auto insurance.
No, you don't have a right to drive a motorcycle.
Yeah,
it is. No, that's the mistake here. Auto insurance, car insurance is about. You don't have, there's no, the government doesn't have to give you a driver's license. It can mandate a series of responsibilities for you to drive a car. However, insurance is you. You can't smash up somebody else.
If you're in that car, you're an uninsured motorist, and you get hit by a bus or you hit a bus, you go into the emergency room and you still end up having your health care paid for by the community, because the emergency room is going to treat you.
No,
the reason to mandate.
Let's talk about. Hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
So now you've got before the philosophical argument on where the Republicans stand.